Finalmente Global is a company that caught my attention recently. I first came across them some time back, ignored it, and just continued on with my crypto journey. Now, as you're aware, there are countless opportunities in the space, and it's really hard to give attention to everything out there. There's a lot of noise to cut through. But over time, I've seen them pop up repeatedly, and the feedback I was receiving from others was exceptional. They definitely piqued my interest. And finally, a close friend of mine invited me to take a closer look into the company, and today I want to share some of my findings with you, as this may be a company that could make a great addition to your portfolio. Finalmente Global is a company that was formed by 3 partners back in 2019 and has been running successfully since. A finalmente in Spanish means finally, and in Italian it means long-lasting. Well, let's certainly hope so, and let's see if these guys can live up to their name. So what is the concept behind the company? Finalmente offer a number of packages that members can purchase with Bitcoin. You essentially lend your Bitcoin for a stipulated period of time, depending on which plan you choose. Your crypto is sent to the company's hot wallet every day and distributed in various areas online that generate revenue and profits for the company. These profits are then redistributed back to members, and as members, we deposit into the numerous plans they offer. But the real crowd pleaser is that they offer packages starting from only $11 in Bitcoin, and this is a Bitcoin in and Bitcoin out platform. So what is the background of the company? Well, Finalmente Global is a company registered in South Africa, located in Johannesburg. The company was formed in 2019 by 3 partners that were actively involved in the online marketing space. Now, these guys operate a very traditional advertising model, both online and offline, including the purchase of advertising space, which they then resell to generate higher margins. So this is nothing to do with trading, mining, bots, or anything like that. The business model is far simpler, which means any technophobes can understand this very easily. The company benefit from multiple streams of advertising revenue, online promotions, and other digital marketing activities they are involved with. What's great also is that the CEO remains really proactive in the company and regularly conducts webinars and general updates with members. Now, who is the CEO behind the company? The CEO is a gentleman by the name of Mr. Cobus Vandermeer. After falling victim to numerous scams in the industry himself, he decided to start up his own company with 2 buddies and do things properly, transparently, and with long-term vision. So what's the minimum amount to get started here? The minimum amount to get started with Finalmente Global is 0.001 BTC, which is around $11. Now, I personally think this is really attractive and will allow newbies along with more seasoned investors to create a steady, passive income in Bitcoin with the company. The company offers plans for those who may have a smaller budget and for those who wish to deposit larger sums of capital. So they have a plan to suit various risk appetites, and payments and withdrawals are currently in Bitcoin only. So what are the likely expected returns in the business? Well, the returns vary between packages, and we have some of the most popular packages like the Uno Classic and other packages that deliver even more. So as you can see, there is some significant potential ROI here. But of course, this is not guaranteed and relies on the successful performance of the business. Now, is there any transparency in the business? There is some transparency, and you'll notice there is a lot of the advertising space on site which is being sold. From what I also understand, the company are quite heavily involved with the buying and selling of ad space, and they have several areas in which revenues are generated. To substantiate this further, there is a rumor of an audit that may be made public very soon. So from a confidence standpoint, they seem to be getting a lot of boxes ticked. So what are the good points about the business? Well, I like to see a proactive CEO. It helps build confidence, and I like to see someone who has the members' best interests at heart. The starting cost of around $11 in Bitcoin is really attractive. This opens the doors up to a mass audience, and I think this could encourage faster growth. The feedback out there has been very positive in the industry, which I think is encouraging also, because I always like to see and hear the track record of a company. Now, from what I've read, these guys formed the company in 2019. So, from my judgment, they've been running for approximately 1 year, which demonstrates a successful business model so far. Withdrawals are swift and completed in around 24 hours, and the fees are minimal at just 1%. The plans are short and sweet, with sizable returns to be made, which gives great flexibility to investors. So what are some of the bad points about the business? Well, there isn't really anything that puts me off the company, but there are a few niggles I wanted to talk about. The plans at first look a little confusing and cluttered and may take some getting used to. It's a small point, but I think it's still valid. Now, there is a lock-in period of your capital due to a repurchase feature, and this will vary between plans. It's not a big deal, and most platforms do lock up your capital for a stipulated time period, but I would have preferred a little more control over my crypto. Now, you can, of course, withdraw your profits every day, and during this period also, you can continue to redeposit your capital repeatedly if you wish to compound your account. Now, Finalmente dub their business as a lending platform. Now, I'm not personally keen on this statement. An advertising or media platform may be better suited, but that's just my opinion. Now, what is the risk rating for this business? Well, I'm personally giving Finalmente a low risk rating. They've already stood the test of time, and from what I hear, their plans ahead are very promising. I'd like to see some more transparency from the business, but I understand they also need to protect their position. The low starting price for some plans are only around $11, which opens the window of opportunity for even more people to start earning with this company. Now, overall, I really like the business, and I'm keen to test out several plans as an experiment. I'll be sharing my progress with you, and I'll continue to provide updates along the way.